So I was literally just out PKing, doing MSBG Mall AGS, and one of my mates said, how'd you do that? I can't click fast enough. And I thought, maybe this is a video idea. So today, I'm going to show you how to get much faster clicks, how I personally did it. I feel I'm kind of qualified to make this guide because I do have semi-fast clicks, not amazing, but not slow either. Okay, so we're going to start from the very basics. The first mistake I see a lot of people doing is not stopping Windows from controlling their mouse via mouse acceleration. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to go to the start menu, we're just going to type in mouse, we're going to click change how the mouse pointer looks. From there you're going to get the mouse properties, go to pointer options. Now when you see this, enhanced pointer precision is probably going to be on. What this is mouse acceleration. This means Windows is going to consistently change your DPI or the sensitivity of your mouse. If this is on, if you move your mouse quick, it's going to change the DPI higher. If you move it slow, it's going to go slower. The DPI or sensitivity is going to be a lot less. So if you're training your clicks, this is a terrible option to have because this is consistently changing your mouse sensitivity. It doesn't matter if you have a third-party gaming mouse or a Walmart or Poundland mouse. Genuinely, this is the worst option that is automatically on in Windows for some reason. Make sure this is turned off. Also for the speed, I have mine on 6 out of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 11 counters here. This option, in my opinion, it's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Make sure your Windows settings monitor this or replicate this. Okay, so now Windows is stopping fucking with your sensitivity. Next you need to figure out if you have a gaming mouse or a generic mouse. If you have a generic mouse, you can't change the DPI and that's all controlled through Windows. If you have a gaming mouse, each gaming mouse has its own set of software which has different settings. For me, I have a Logitech mouse, so we have this Logitech third-party program. So if you have a gaming mouse, make sure you download this because this is going to change your DPI. As you can see right now, I have my DPI set to 1600. Now let's explain that because this is going to confuse a lot of people, especially who have people on 800 DPI or 400 DPI. You may notice that my RuneScape's fixed, but you can see all of the screen. It's a lot bigger than most likely yours, right? Well, I'm a bit of a nerd, and I went out and I specifically bought a 17-inch monitor for old school RuneScape, so I could PK with it on fixed, but it's not a tiny monitor. So because the game's bigger and the native resolution is not 1080p, it's just 720p. So if my resolution's a lot lower, the screen looks a lot bigger, therefore I need to have higher DPI. If I had 800 so here's a prime example. If I move my mouse here, this mouse is not moving right now. This is not moving. But then if I move the mouse a full, so the mouse is slightly moving now, can you see, this is literally moving an inch. So this DPI is perfect for my resolution and my monitor. Alright, so now I've moved old school RuneScape to my 1080p monitor. Now you can instantly see this is a lot smaller, and this is most likely going to be your setup. So I'm going to do the exact same little test. I'm not going to move the mouse, and this is how far it goes. Oh my fucking god. Now I'm going to do it so the mouse physically moves. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is the exact same movement. So DPI is very important on the monitor you're playing. If you're a psycho and you're playing on a 8K monitor, which doesn't exist yet, but, okay, 4K monitor, RuneScape is going to be tiny, so your DPI is going to need to be I can't click on this screen. It's going to be significantly lower. So if you're on a 1080p monitor, you want your DPI to be around 400 to 800 to get the exact same results. But because I usually play on a 17-inch screen, which is 720p resolution, I need a little bit higher DPI to get the exact same results. So DPI is definitely important on the resolution you play. Not so much the screen size. You could get a 1080p monitor, and then you could essentially, I'm not going to do this on, it's probably not on video, then you could essentially get the resolution down, all the way down to 1280 by 720, and then you could have the 1600 DPI, but that just looks disgusting. This is why I went out and bought a 17-inch monitor, because I don't like my resolution to be tiny. It looks gross, and it's just not good in my opinion. So I would stick to your native resolution and just get used to the DPI changes, but make sure that DPI is changed if you have a gaming mouse. If you don't have a gaming mouse, go back to that Windows setting. If I can quickly pull it up here, hold on. Boom. You'd go back to this setting if you don't have a gaming mouse, and then you'd make this pointer slower. You'd make this pointer go a lot slower until you feel that your clicks are more accurate. Because what you don't want is, you don't want a PK of 5000 DPI, because if you twitch a little bit, look at this shit, little mouse movement. How are you going to triple E on such high sensitivity? It literally makes no sense, and you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage. So DPI is definitely the second big part. You need good DPI as well as not accelerating it through Windows. Those are the two things you instantly need before you can even start to improve your clicks. Okay, so you've got your mouse acceleration turned off, you've got your DPI that you feel is perfect. For me, again, 1600 on this 720p monitor. How do you start increasing your click accuracy? So there's quite a few programs out there, but a lot of them don't really translate well to old school RuneScape. But there's one program I've always used that's free called Aimbooster. Now let me explain why Aimbooster is really good. First of all, I want to say you should really pick a place on screen where you always PK, just so your clicks are always going to be in the exact same area. For me, on this background, it's literally just so I just can't see any white. Perfect. So what I then do is I want to move this program, and it's just about perfect size for old school RuneScape. I want to move it so it's perfectly over old school RuneScape. So that should look about right. About there. So what we're doing is we're translating the clicks from this game onto the actual RuneScape screen. So when you're clicking like a madman on here, instantly it's going to translate very well on this screen. So your accuracy is actually translating perfectly well over Aimbooster to old school RuneScape. So when you click challenge, I'm going to die here, but can you pause this actually? No, I'm just going to die here, fair enough. But what actually happens is once the game starts, you basically have to survive. You have to click all of these markers. Now, why this is better than just tap it, in my opinion, is because if you misclick, you can misclick 1,000 times. Look at all these misclicks, and the game doesn't end. It doesn't end. When you're learning to click, you are going to be shit. You're not going to be amazing. So this is perfect, in my opinion, because the number one goal is to survive. Survive as long as you can. Don't worry about click accuracy. Survive. Get this time up. And over time, after you play 10 games, you will notice your accuracy go up. Boom, like that. And because it's literally on the old school RuneScape screen where you PK, those clicks are instantly translated. Now, after maybe like 20 games of this, you're going to go, right, I want to triple it. And boom, you triple it. Like that. Like you didn't even think about it. You just knew it because you're so used to go back spam clicking this game over RuneScape. You're instantly getting that feedback from the game to old school RuneScape, and it translates perfectly. All you've left to do is get some pumping tunes on and just play.
They say you should stay away from villains, but I don't really see the fun in that. They told me you'll never learn your lesson, but they don't know I took a different class. He keeps me guessing on my toes, leaves me hungry, wanting more, and I love the rush. Always unpredictable, but there's one thing that I know, that I love is rush. I'm falling for the monster. He keeps me up at night, all my days are numbered, till I lose my mind, falling for a robber. He's stealing all my time, I can smell the danger, but he don't scare me. They don't scare me. They say you should stay away from villains, but I don't really see the fun in that. They told me you'll never learn your lesson, but they don't know I took a different class. He keeps me guessing on my toes, leaves me hungry, wanting more, and I love the rush. Always unpredictable, but there's one thing that I...
Being honest, that was fairly shocking. There was a lot of misclicks there, but the whole point of the video isn't for me to brag about my clicks. That would be a terrible video. The point is to show you how you can improve your clicks. Now, I could take all of that I learned from that then, and it translates so well to RuneScape. There's nothing more to say. It's fucking beautiful. This is how I got better on my clicks, so I could do better combos and triply reactive a lot better. Still got a lot to learn. If you can see from there, 90% accuracy, it's 10% misclicks. Good God. But yeah, no, I think I could have got 400 if I spent 2 hours doing it for the video, but it's terrible. What's the point? It's not about bragging. Anyways, hopefully you learned something from this video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit the follow button, or not follow, god damn it, subscribe button. It's not Twitch, Ben, Jesus Christ. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.